Today we present Code 17 in Thermo King transport refrigeration equipment, one of the most important alarms from a technical and operational standpoint. At first glance, it may seem like a minor warning since it is classified in yellow, check as specified. But in practice, it represents a critical condition. The system has attempted to start the diesel engine and has failed. In real terms, this means that the electronic brain of the unit has sent the start command, but the engine that drives the compressor did not rotate or did not reach the minimum speed required to begin refrigerant compression. This type of failure has a direct impact on operation because without the engine there is no compressor, and without the compressor there is no refrigeration. In the context of refrigerated transport, where food, medicines, or highly sensitive products are moved, a failure like this can quickly translate into economic losses, cargo deterioration, and even logistical non-compliance. As this code is analyzed, it is important to understand that although it is universal in Thermo King equipment, its behavior changes depending on the type of unit. We must first say that there are basically two types of transport refrigeration systems. A, units where the engine that drives the compressor is independent from the vehicle engine, and B, units where the engine that drives the compressor is the same engine that drives the vehicle, where the connection is made through a clutch system. In trailer units, for example, the system that drives the compressor is completely autonomous. This means there is no direct relationship with the engine that drives the trailer. The engine coupled to the compressor has its own battery, its own charging system, and its own independent electric starting circuit. In contrast, in units where the refrigeration compressor is coupled to the truck engine, the situation is different. Here, the system depends heavily on the vehicle itself, especially on the clutch, belts, alternator, and the quality of the electrical supply. For example, a loose belt, low voltage, poor grounding, or even a defective ignition switch can prevent the engine from properly engaging and starting. In other words, the problem is not always in the refrigeration unit itself, but in the interaction between the refrigeration system and the vehicle where it is installed. On the other hand, in units with electric standby or backup electric motor, the situation is particular. The system may operate perfectly in electric mode, but when switching to diesel mode, the fault appears. In these cases, it is common to find seized clutches or problems during the transition between both operating modes. From a technical point of view, Code 17 describes an incomplete sequence. The microprocessor sends the start signal, but the engine does not rotate or does not start. This leads us directly to three possible areas of failure: the electrical system, the starting system, or the fuel system. 1. Battery that powers the engine coupled to the compressor. The diagnosis must follow a logical sequence. Everything begins with the battery, which is the foundation of the entire process. It is not enough to measure voltage at rest. Its behavior during starting must be observed. An excessive voltage drop may indicate a damaged battery or cables with high resistance. From there, fuses and relays should be checked, as these components often fail silently. They may click but not properly close the circuit. 2. Wiring, belts, and clutch. Next comes one of the most critical and often underestimated stages: inspection of wiring and mechanical components. In transport equipment, subjected to constant vibration, it is very common to find internally broken wires, corroded connectors, or poor grounding. These intermittent failures can lead to incorrect diagnoses if not carefully inspected. Verify the tension of the belts involved and the physical condition of the clutch. 3. Electric starter that initially drives the engine coupled to the compressor. When moving on to the starting system, the focus shifts to mechanical aspects. The starter motor must draw the proper current, correctly engage the pinion, and rotate the diesel engine with sufficient force. If only a clicking sound is heard, the problem may be in the solenoid or the bendix. If the engine cranks but does not start, attention shifts to the fuel system. 4. Fuel system in units with an independent engine. Here, the fuel solenoid becomes a key component since it allows or blocks the flow of diesel to the injection pump. If it does not activate, the engine will never start, even if it rotates correctly. And if fuel does not reach properly, whether due to clogged filters, air in the lines, or failures in the pump or injectors, the result will be the same, code 17. In many cases, especially after maintenance or filter replacement, the problem is simply air in the system. Proper bleeding can be the solution, although this step is often overlooked. However, not all diagnoses are obvious. There are more complex failures, such as defective speed sensors, control module issues, low engine compression, or even protection systems that block starting under unsafe conditions, such as low oil pressure. In these scenarios, the analysis must be more in-depth and supported by advanced diagnostic tools. The symptoms that accompany this code are usually clear. The unit does not start, there is no starter motor sound, or only a clicking noise is heard. In other cases, starting is intermittent or the battery discharges quickly, accompanied by a noticeable drop in panel lighting. Therefore, beyond the specific repair, it is essential to apply good maintenance practices. Keep batteries in good condition, periodically check connections, avoid long periods of inactivity, and ensure a clean, air-free fuel system. In conclusion, Code 17 should not be interpreted as a simple alarm, but as a direct warning that the heart of the system, the diesel engine, is not functioning, and without it, the entire refrigeration system stops. Understanding its logic, origin, and diagnostic process is essential for any technician working with Thermo King equipment, since a fast and accurate intervention can make the difference between normal operation and significant losses.